What's good, YouTube? It's your host, T, and we are here back in the UK, Scotland to be more exact, right? Where they are having some major issues because apparently their government is trying to make way for 300 asylum seekers. But the weird part about this, and I've seen a trend of this, and I had some people in my comments tell me about it as well, they're all men. And you know what? We're gonna jump right in. We're not gonna waste your time. Let's go.
In the capital city of the Scottish Highlands, anger and anxiety were on display. Since the Home Office announced plans to house 300 male asylum seekers in local barracks, tensions have been building here, spilling over now into protest and counter-protest, bagpipes and bubbles competing with megaphones and flags in scenes few would expect to see in this quiet part of the world.
It was all sprung upon us, you know? It's like there wasn't any notice. It was like, before you know it, it's boom, on the news, and then suddenly you've got 300 asylum seekers. It's just all been decided.
Do you worry about things like this being seen as racist?
Not really, I'm past that, you know? If people disagree with you, they'll just call you racist. The word's lost meaning now.
Pay attention to this, because the same thing is going on in the US, and I heard Australia as well. A lot of white people are going, damn that. Y'all keep calling us racist whenever we say something, and it might be our honest feelings, it may not be racist. So I'm past that now. You can say whatever you want to say because you're going to keep using it. And I've mentioned the same thing as well. A lot of people, black people are included in this, have been just throwing out the word racist, racist, racist. It's lost all meaning now. Now, whenever I hear a situation and someone say, oh, that was racist, I hear it and I go, what happened now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is sad that it's gotten to that point, but I'm starting to go, okay, I gotta look into this because it might not even be racist. Like, some of the things that I've covered and some of the things I've seen personally, people say it's racist. I'm just like, no, it's not. It's they just don't like this one thing that you're doing. You took it because they're white and you're black, and like now all of a sudden it's racist. You know what I'm saying? But this is what's going on now. The pendulum has now swung back in the opposite direction. You can't just keep calling people racist whenever they disagree with you. You can't just try to silence people whenever they voice an opinion because they look different than you and go, well, you're just a racist asshole. You're a bigot. It's not going to work anymore. It's not going to work anymore.
It's lost all its meaning.
They're not all bad, I'm sure. But until we know who they are, they should not be allowed to walk free.
Cameron Barracks is embedded in Highland history, but now at the heart of a very modern battle as the government tries to phase out asylum hotels. These baronial buildings need over £1 million of renovation work before people are moved here next month. Less than a mile from the town centre, the site is adjacent to the homes of military families. The MOD has asked them not to speak to media, so we have concealed this woman's identity.
Terrified, absolutely terrified. Got teenage daughters living at home, you know.
She says a lack of information has heightened fears.
It's scary enough as it is not knowing who's actually on your doorstep, especially 300 males, you know. It was just landed on us. No say in it whatsoever.
The Home Office denies failing to properly engage with local officials before making this decision. The move is strongly opposed by the Lib Dem MP for Inverness.
I think they're being taken to Inverness here because it's out of the way, a long way from anywhere. It's not appealing to the migrants. They're trying to put the migrants off. And I'm sure they'll do that. And I would guess there'll be a large number of them abscond. I think they'll head south as quickly as they can.
One local councillor has accused you of pandering to racism in this row. As a Liberal Democrat, that must concern you.
I can't think of anybody less racist than me, but of course I'd say that, wouldn't I?
For centuries, the Scottish Highlands has fostered a culture of liberalism. The region welcomes families from Afghanistan and from Syria. So these new scenes of hostility worry those who feel their traditional values are being betrayed.
The issue is this, right? And I've seen people talk about it, and I've seen people talk about it in my comments as well. How is it that all these asylum seekers, all these people seeking refuge, are all grown-ass men? Like, for real, they talked about this even in the US as well. It's always grown men, and exorbitant amounts of them as well. No women, no children, just men. And I've had people in my comments say it as well. when it comes to them figuring out who they are, oh, they lost their passport, they lost their ID. No way to identify these people. You know what I'm saying? Now, people that are in Scotland, people that are in the UK, correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm just saying that's just very odd. You're seeking asylum, you're running away from all these issues and everything like that, but it's only ever the men. Come on now. 300 men, we have to be real and understand that some people are gonna feel uncomfortable about that because they don't know who these people are. I'll be uncomfortable about that shit. I'm like, nigga, I don't know who these people are. No, they gotta go. And let me tell you something. You might have your feelings about America and everything like that, but one thing I can tell you with a certainty, the government isn't dumb enough to try to move people, right, on bases and or near military houses and not give people warning. And then not only that, tell them, hey, don't say nothing about it. Nah, that shit won't fly here.
His motto is Cúd Míl Féilte, which means 100,000 welcomes. My mother would be turning in her grave to think that people were saying they're all this and they're all that.
These campaigners say misinformation is being spread on social media.
It's the far-right rhetoric that's been spreading, and then more recently just with the different political things.
You can say that might be a bit racist when I say this. Don't care. It's always white women with the septum piercing. The septum piercing in general, but then you combine that with the white woman. Yeah, don't judge me. I'm just saying, I'm noticing a trend here.
With reform, with all of these different things. Yeah, I think that's why it's getting worse recently.
One of the things that people are misunderstanding is that people that are coming are in the asylum system. They're not undocumented, they're not illegal immigrants, they are people within the asylum system.
Centuries ago, crofters were forced to flee the Highlands and seek safety overseas. As the government prepares to announce tough new rules on immigration in the coming days, even Inverness, the home of hospitality, is not immune to the culture wars.
Look, what they're saying is not wrong, is 100% true. There's a lot of misinformation and everything like that. And if they're truly in the asylum, like, I guess, seeker system or whatever, fine, true. My thing is this. I'm just noticing a reoccurring trend that it's always a whole bunch of men. No women at all. So you mean tell me the women from these countries, the children from these countries, none of them are seeking asylum? It's just men. Because they said it earlier that, yeah, you know, it's always been a place for families to come. It's not families, it's just straight men. I'm just saying, you know. Hopefully it's not anything bad, and hopefully that, you know, their government is keeping people informed. Seemingly they're not, but there's a lot of contention surrounding that. Yeah, it's just a trend that I'm noticing. And I can't stress it enough. It's very interesting and I wouldn't say surprising, but funny how our politics and government and the issues that we have socially as well are just mirrored amongst like these westernized countries, because like, wow, we're all pretty much going through the same thing. And I guess you could say the same thing for the East, right? Because more Eastern countries are going through issues where not fertility, but birth rates, right? They have declining birth rates because Japan, Korea, there's another Asian country I'm thinking of, I can't think of it right now, but have declining birth rates. So it's funny how like societies and civilizations follow a trend, you know what I'm saying? Just interesting. Well, that's it for now, you guys. You already know the drill. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment down below, tell me your thoughts. How do you feel about this? You know, what do you think? And the people that are more informed, you know, whether it's like a UK resident or someone that actually lives in this area, this town, let me know. Let me know what's going on. You know, give me a little bit more information, because I try to look at as many comments as I can, especially when it comes to like people informing me what's happening, what's going on in their area. And yeah, you know, I'm enjoying the back and forth. It's interesting. But that's it for now, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.